Yo, what's up? This your boy Derek Branch here of Saint Discussions on Strike Seven Sports, and today I just want to talk about you know, some recent reports that have been put out by the NFL.com and a few other publications, and there's news concerning Bengals running back Joe Mixon. Now, the reports are coming out that there just been some talks about Mixon possibly getting released from the Cincinnati Bengals um, this year. And Mixon is only 26 years old. He turns 27 in June, I believe. I believe in July, if I'm not mistaken, June or July of this year. And I think this is a guy that could bring a lot of value to the Saints rushing attack that I think lacked that a lot last season when for whatever reason Pete Carmichael just decided not to utilize it in the way that it should have been used with guys like a Taysom Hill, Alvin Kamara. They use Alvin Kamara more as a bell cow type running back. But bring it back to the Joe Mixon story. So an article was put out yesterday or 2 days ago on NFL.com by Eric Edholm. Is that Bengals head of player personnel Duke Tobin is unsure on Joe Mixon returning as the Bengals weight contracts. Quote, I don't have the answers. All right, so for the Cincinnati Bengals to keep the core of a Super Bowl contender together, they're going to have to make some tough decisions this offseason. One of those could include running back Joe Mixon. Judging by the words of Bengal Director of Player Personnel Duke Tobin, Mixon could be among the players the Bengals are forced to cut this offseason. Quote, Joe has been a vital part of our team, Tobin said Tuesday at his NFL Scouting Combine news conference. He's been a successful part of our team. Again, I am not going to predict the offseason because I don't have the answers. In the words of the great Kevin Malone, a character from The Office, I quote, I don't know. When personnel honchos say I don't know about a player's future with the team, and even when they're doing so a bit of tongue in cheek, it's fair to question whether that player will be back. Mixon is due to count nearly 12.8 million against the salary cap in 2023, and is coming off a season in which he averages fewest rushing yards per game, 58.1, since splitting backfield duties during his rookie year. He played in 14 of the Bengals' 16 regular season games and scored 9 touchdowns, but 5 of those came in a win over the Carolina Panthers. Tobin left the door open for a return, which almost certainly would include a major pay cut, but didn't paint the rosiest picture of that possibility. Quote, we'll see as the offseason goes what we're able to get done and how the resources are spread around, Tobin said, but Joe's been a vital part of our team, a successful part, a contributing part, and my job is to try to keep as many of those pieces around as we can. Cutting or trading Mixon before June 1st would incur a dead money hit of 5.5 million, will result in almost 7.3 million in cap space. Designating Mixon as a post June 1 transaction will be more friendly for the Bengals with a dead money hit of 2.75 million and a salary cap savings of just over 10 million. Bengals head coach Zach Taylor seemed more praiseworthy of Mixon. When asked if the team needs more juice in the backfield, he said, "I think he's given us great juice. He's been a really good weapon for us and was voted a captain this year by the team." While Taylor added that he has enjoyed having Mixon around, he also mentioned the reality of the Bengals situation. I think it's really hard to predict what we're going to do going forward, he said. Bengals currently have more than 35 million in cap space, but the to-do list is long. There are 15 unrestricted free agents, plus the window of Joe Burrow being eligible to receive a contract situation is now open. He's also not only the Bengal player who's eligible for that. T. Higgins, one half of the league's best 1-2 wide receiver punchers, with Jamar Chase also is. There even was some speculation that Higgins could possibly be dangling the trade talks as the way of limiting the Bengals' financial footprint this offseason. But if Togan is to be taken at his word, the likelihood of Higgins being dealt this offseason feels remote at best. I am not in the business of making other teams better. I'm in the business of making the Cincinnati Bengals better. So trading T. Higgins is not on my mind. Tobin said that's the other team's problem. If they want a receiver, go find your own. All right, so I'm gonna just close it off right there. All right, so those are the words of Cincinnati Bengals president of player personnel, director of player personnel, Duke Tobin. So what this means is that I think this is more about Joe Mixon possibly getting cut because they're trying to stack some of this money up to pay guys like Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, and Jamar Chase. The running back position, as good as Joe Mixon is interchangeable. They believe that. I wouldn't be surprised if they, fill that position by the draft. But with that being said, a guy like a Joe Mixon would be great for the Saints. That would be another nice option for this team. And the running back class this year is good for free agents. You got Josh Jacobs that could be out there. It's going to be a free unrestricted free agent. You got David Montgomery out of Chicago. You got Saquon Barkley. Those type of players. But the Saints, man, I don't think they're gonna have a shot of signing those type of players, man. And also Tony Pollard, he could be available as well. But if a guy like Joe Mixon comes available as an unrestricted free agent, Saints need to go ahead and make that happen, man. A guy like this, especially given the situation with an Alvin Kamara possibly going to be suspended for who knows 4 to 8 games, 4, 6, 8 games. Start off the season, you never know. A guy like a Joe Mixon can help out because he can catch the ball out of the backfield. He's durable enough to run between the tackles and not, suffer injuries and, miss playing time and things like that, like Kamara did. So it wouldn't hurt to have a guy like Joe Mixon on his team. He's only 26 years old. Hasn't been in the league that long, to be honest. But came in around 2018 was his rookie season. So he hasn't been in the league that long. And he's a guy that can get to the end zone. Knows how to get to the end zone. Knows how to put up points. I've seen the damage that he's done before. And it still won't hurt to have a younger running back on the roster as well. You tie Mixon to a team friendly deal, and then you backload that position in the draft. Third or fourth round, find you a guy like a Kenny McIntosh, and that way you have 3 legitimate options at that position, to where you're not lacking on a Sunday. Worrying about, can this a running back produce for me if we're lacking in other areas, or we're in a tough football game. We need to control time possession. A guy like Mixon can help. I'm pretty sure if he does get released, there will be suitors. I just think there will be. Other teams could be interested. You have the Rams out there. They could be interested. Who else? Tampa Bay. Oh, well, Tampa Bay trying to clean up their cap, so probably not. But the Rams, Carolina, Dallas might kick the tires if they let Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott walk. Buffalo could be an option. So this would be great for the Saints if they could pull it off. Joe Mixon, Alvin Kamara, then another young running back in the draft, and like a Zach Charbonnet, Israel Abenaka, So we'll see how everything plays out. But to me, just reading this article and a few others, It looks like all signs are pointing towards Joe Mixon getting released. I don't think he's going to take a massive pay cut to stay with his team. I just really don't. I really don't because your running back positions already, people already try to, these narratives about how the value of the position is, it's out there, and I don't think Mason is going to take that pay cut to steal this football team. I just don't think that's happened. That's going to happen. They're going to replenish this position in the draft, and later maybe in the second to mid to late rounds of the draft, and go from there. But guys like Burrow, Chase, and Higgins are going to get paid. I just think, and they look at this running back position as we could put somebody else in that spot and keep the train rolling because we got the quarterback position is established right now. We live with them, so we'll just see how everything plays out. All right, that's all I have for y'all for right now, man. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you feel. Do you think the Saints should make a run at signing Joe Mixon if he becomes available? Also, check out strike7sports.com/Saints for latest content on the One Saints organization. Have a blessed night. Peace. I'm out. Who that?